Sounds like it. I will push the go button again. So,
Rock, go.
who wants to go first in this situation?
Um,
I'm with the hacker right now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Scintilla and Bodo are meeting up to break into a troll's apartment in order to,
with Frankie Sinatra.
with Frankie Sinatra, the small Komodo dragon type creature.
I'm going to ask over DNI if either of those guys can get anything to make this thing a little more dangerous.
Well, let me check Stamp's connections here, of which he has many.
I have some.
We could put a kink bomb in the poisonous lizard.
Oh God, I've got Butch.
I don't think Butch can Butch get you Kami? I don't remember.
I know he can. I know he can get me Coke. I don't know if he can get me Kame.
Bickle has Kami.
Bickle might have other problems right now.
Right.
Nonsense. I could just drive over there. Nobody's following me.
Let me.
Did you ever take his wristband off?
Well, let's not get crazy now. I mean,
Listen, I'm driving. I can't take my hands off the wheel.
That's unsafe.
it is. Right. Butch.
Fair point.
I don't want to lose my driver's license.
No, he can get Nitro. And Jazz and Graham and Nova Coke. I don't know if we do we want to get an inhaler of Jazz, just blow it in Frankie Sinatra's face.
Throw it in the bag. Throw the bag.
Animals.
Uh,
I don't want to get bit by him by making him mad.
all right. Otherwise, let me take a look at Kamikaze.
It's only like 4 or something to get a hold of. It's super easy.
Oh yeah, it is super easy. Stamp can take care of that. Let me go through.
Congratulations, you're able to buy Kami.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let me buy a Kami, and I will pick that up and meet up with the others, and I will give them an ejector of Kami, and I'll even give them one of my stuffers. Like, here you go. You can split that between the two of you.
Perfect.
Cool. Actually, wins. Odo gets on his bike. He just kind of stretches out. He is currently AR positioning himself to where this guy's room should be. He's running silent right now. Too.
Okay. So you guys are just going to kind of go down by his apartment complex?
Yeah, I need the lock popped. I've got Frankie and the Kamikaze.
This is the best idea.
I think I'm gonna wait to inject him.
No, inject him beforehand. Just have fun.
I couldn't imagine anything going horribly wrong. You luckily haven't had to do any kind of animal handling tests yet because, lizards in the cold are rather sedate. However, when certain chemicals get introduced, well...
Yeah.
Things get interesting.
Hopefully the troll keeps a warm apartment.
Well, you can always hack the climate control.
Another idea I had was we could just put him in the bed, and then make the bed, or I guess the bed would already be in. I don't know. Put him in the bed. He goes to bed, hits the lizard, and makes the lizard mad. I might not die. Less likelihood of me dying.
So you guys are outside this guy's little apartment
Yeah, we're
complex?
just casually discussing our plan right outside his house.
I am currently AR looking for this guy's room. I'm not at his apartment door.
Okay.
Physically.
I'm just gonna sit on my bike petting Frankie, soothing him for the trials to come.
Oh, he's so cute.
Stamp is sorely considering going to go buy an Americar.
Bickle will want to sell one soon, probably.
I ain't buying that car.
Don't trust you. So, you will see that this is actually a rating 4 host on this apartment complex just from your looking around. You will also be able to see that his comlink is home, because you have his comm code from the information that Johnson gave you.
I've got a better plan, guys. I think I
Okay.
got a cardboard box.
All right.
Let's put the lizard in a box. Inject him, close the box, and knock on the door. Hopefully by the time the drugs work into his system... Actually, is this injector by any chance wireless?
It's not an auto injector. It's just a syringe full of Kami.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could rig a basic injector? It doesn't have to last very long. It just has to last long enough for that guy to open the door.
Oh, excuse me. It's an inhaler. So I mean, you could always just slap a tag on it to activate when you send a command to it.
It's hotbox the lizard of
Yeah.
Kami.
We're gonna hotbox the lizard with Kami.
Perfect.
Nothing bad could go wrong.
I'm gonna go rummage around in the trash for a box.
I use my duct tape to duct tape said box with the lizard in it and the inhaler with the tag in it.
Okay. Nothing can go wrong with this plan. It's perfect.
I am agog with how well that this plan is working.
Well, you're not actually inside his apartment complex yet, so that is
Oh yeah.
an important thing.
Yeah, but that's something that we don't necessarily need to go fast on. I write out a nice little tag that says to so and so from Dockwagon. I put their corporate headquarters. Keep
Sure.
a stamp on there. I try and make it all official looking.
Sure. Do you have, I feel like there should be some dice involved somewhere along the lines.
Some kind of forgery roll.
Probably. That would be a good place to start. So I need to zoom in on your character sheet here.
Let me see what I have for forgery. See if that's actually what I'm going to go with.
So at the moment, it looks like only like a 4 dice type situation for your forgery. But if you want, you can spend an extended test to kind of do this over a couple of hours.
I don't see why not. We don't necessarily have to box the lizard immediately.
I mean, it seems to have taken a liking to Scintilla. It might be the warmth of her body, given as, you know, it is cold outside and she has a bike.
Right. Stamp is going to bid them adieu and go off and do something else, because...
He trusts these guys to do this.
Yes, he trusts
That's-
them to accomplish the job.
It's probably misguided.
Probably.
All right.
This is
I'm
probably
gonna-
gonna end with us just stabbing him.
I'm going to look up some pictures of some deliveries from DocTag that actually exist.
Sure.
Just to have a frame of reference. I don't know if that'd provide me any sort of bonus or anything.
Yeah, give me a matrix or see what you can find.
All right. Oh,
Yeah,
that
no.
was-
That is pretty good. You find a lot of pictures of those people who have gotten deliveries from Dockwagon, but the Dockwagon, since they weren't home, put it like half hidden under their doormats or something like that. And you're able to, through the large variety of those pictures, piece together what a box like this should look like.
We do that, and then I'm going to do that forgery test then.
Sure, you can take 2 extra dice for your forgery test.
I'm going to edge it. Pre-edge.
Good fun. Great times.
And that makes it explode, right? If I pre-edge?
Yes. Ooh. Nicely done, sir.
I take a look at it, I go, I almost think this is real myself.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got lucky where the box you pulled out of the trash was also a Dockwagon box, so it just needed to be fixed up.
Perfect.
Alright, so we put the lizard in, we set it down there.
We gotta
and,
get this by security though, still, right?
Oh yeah,
They'll
you're
like
right.
scan it and see there's a creature inside.
What sort of security does this door have? Is it just like a buzz-in, or?
It's just a buzz-in for now. If you have the if you live there, you'll have a thing in your comlink that you can hit to get in.
All right. I'm gonna make another matrix perception here. I'm gonna go up to his device here, matrix perceive it. And my first question is, what's the rating of his comlink?
4.
Okay, is there a comlink? Is there another comlink in the building that has a lower rating?
There are several rating 2 comlinks and a couple rating 3 comlinks.
I'm gonna hack a rating 2 comlink. But I am going to, in fact, I'm going to use hack on the fly to do that, so they don't exactly know I'm doing it. Currently loaded up is a virtual computer or virtual operating system. My agent. Trying to think what the other programs would be. Let me go to gear. Baby monitor, of course, and smoke and mirrors. Just because I don't like people seeing me, especially when I'm doing sneaky matrix shit. So he throws his little weird he throws a little Senbon, his avatar does, at the device.
Okay.
And
As I find a piece of paper with which to track your doom.
you can just use the board. I have a baby monitor up, so I can see it anyways.
Sort of. You have a mark on the comlink.
Cool. I am going to. Would I be able to do that with a single mark or control their comlink to activate that door with a single single mark on it?
Let me double check the book.
Would it be a free action, a simple action, or a complex action?
Probably a simple, because you would actually have to like, all right, I'm coming up the door. I'm going to hit the unlock button rather than it going automatically, since it's kind of sort of like a buzzer, but not exactly like a
All right.
scan you for tags type situation.
Is checking baby monitor a free action or something?
It is a thing you have to ask.
All right. I'm going to hack on the fly one more time here.
Sure. How do you feel about that level of success?
I don't like it. I'm going to edge that.
Sure. There we go. Oh, I am sad that would have done horrible things.
So
Indeed.
do I have it or no? I don't know how.
You have it. You have a mark. You have a second mark.
So now, all I gotta do is control the device to restart it, or to not restart, but to tell it to open this door for me.
Yep.
That's all right.
You have the capability now of opening said door. What are you guys gonna do with the box full of the commie and the very confused lizard?
Oh, that's easy.
Well, yeah. Is it open?
1 second, I gotta remember. I think I have a 4. Let's see. Yep. So I need 10 here. I'm fine with that level of success.
All right. Okay. So you are. I imagine rather than just opening and closing the door randomly to let the cold air in, you're actually going to wait until somebody is going up to the building.
Oh, yeah, of course, when Scintilla comes through.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put the lizard in the box. Tell me if I should make an animal handling check at any point, I guess.
I feel like I should get at least one from you just for the
Yeah.
length of time
Okay.
you've been handling this lizard.
I'm gonna edge this because I'm kind of terrified of this little guy.
I couldn't imagine the poison lizard going horribly wrong.
That still only gives me 3 success. So here we go. Hooray! I got 1 success.
He is not exactly pleased, but it's more making warning sounds rather than lashing out at the moment.
Okay. Well, I want to just kind of drop him and put the, lid on. I assume you already rigged up the kamikaze in there, right?
Probably.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
What's my Overwatch looking at right now?
6.
Cool.
Okay. Gonna put on my repelling gloves. I guess they're nice and heavy. Probably a little less chance of getting bit on the hands. And I'm gonna go through the door. With the box of the lizard.
Right. So as you come through the door, there is a man on the other side that is operating the security desk, and he will
Oh.
get a little stunned of like, oh, somebody's actually coming through on this night. Hi, how can I help you?
I've just got a quick delivery for Robert Johnson.
He'll well, I'm gonna need to do a quick scan real quick. What sin are you flying right now?
I'm flying Dara Shafir. Just waiting for her.
And a very important question is, are you currently carrying the sword?
Oh, no, I left it out on my bike with my backpack.
Okay, because that would be super awkward. Oof, damn.
This is gonna go bad real quick.
Almost. So he will take note. It's like, oh, okay, and he will, look through your licenses and send information. It's like, well, if you could just, what room is it going to?
What room is it going to?
Stunned
I did
silence.
put that.
3rd floor, room 308.
Are you? So
Yes, I should make a con check.
you have the number for the guy's apartment. So are you giving
Okay,
him the number?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you will give him the number for the apartment that you are
Yes.
actually going to. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, no, you will not need to make a contract because that is actually where you're going. And he'll be like, all right, well, it's the elevator is over there. And he'll point down the other end of the lobby, and
Thanks. Have a nice day.
you will
I'm
then.
gonna skedaddle as quickly as I can onto the elevator up to the 3rd floor.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go place the. I know where.
As you approach, the door will open. Not necessarily like as you approach, like as soon as you are walking up the door, but you will hear it as you are coming down the hallway. The door will open, and you will see the troll poke his head out. It's like he looks a little confused. He's wearing very obviously civilian gear, but he is waiting patiently for you to be coming down the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna hustle down the hall, and I'm going to say delivery for Robert Johnson.
You like that?
If you could sign, I don't have any electronic paper actually. Sign the box, or yeah, I'm gonna hand the box to him. As fitting I should make a social check of some sort.
You should make I'm sorry, a what?
con of some sort?
If you have a con or an impersonation or some kind of that would be great.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't have any relevant, so I'll do defaulting. I have an etiquette.
You could start with etiquette just for the general situation, but we're going to need something a little bit more. I'm telling a dirty lie to
Fair.
get past.
0 successes on my etiquette.
Excellent.
So I don't ingratiate myself with him at all over there. So I'm standing in front of him with this box, kind of fumbling over my words because my character is not a face, and I will proceed to try to con him. By default.
I ask over D&I.
Oh, I got a success.
You did get a success. That's a start.
Oh.
So as a result of your etiquette test, he's going to take the box from you, and not quite like a kid on Christmas, but he's going to give it a little shake.
Oh, that's fragile. You probably shouldn't shake that.
He's going to. You do have the option of post-spending edge to add your edge dice to the roll and have them be able to explode. I don't know if you want to do that in this situation. I'm just making sure that you're aware of the option.
This highly recommended.
Okay.
I think I gotta ask: is his dock wagon chip networked, obviously, or anything like that? Can I see that?
You mean like wireless?
Yes.
1 success added to that.
Yes, his dock wagon bracelet would be wirelessly active, and Scintilla would see that there on his wrist, his giant troll wrist, that looks as though it has seen. It's got a bunch of tattoos on it. This guy looks very much like a police officer. Did you want to do something with his dock wagon stuff while you're here, or should we go to resolving how well he takes this?
It's gonna happen either way. I have to hit before I hit, or at the same time I'm gonna turn on that commie spray. But I'm also keeping up my Overwatch here.
Yep, you're currently still at 6 Overwatch because it has not been 15 minutes. You do have time while Scintilla is going up and down the elevator and such to do things. If there was something you wanted to do.
All right, I'm going to make a perception check here real quick.
Yeah.
I don't have a question, just to see if it's actually networked to his com. Yeah, is it networked to his comm badge?
Yeah, it would be slave to his comlink.
Of course, that'd be too easy otherwise. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's more so that like a random dock wagon bracelet that's out there and just kind of derp hanging out isn't really anything. But when it's linked to the comlink, it's like, oh, this is a dock wagon bracelet for Mr. Johnson, the troll, rather than dock wagon bracelet for anybody who picks it up and
puts it on.
Yeah, and claims that it is theirs.
Good point. Okay, I'm going to be slowly considering this. So, guys, do you think I should start marking that and reformat it, or should I go for the yeah, I need to do that. I'm gonna just hack it on. I'm gonna try and hack it on the fly here a couple times, see if I can't get the 3 marks needed to reformat it.
Sure.
I'm going for a mark at a time here because I'm not in any particular hurry.
No, go for 3. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, no.
Concur.
Let's see. I'll keep that.
All right. You have a mark.
All right. I'm going to try again. Let's see. I have. I'll keep that too, just on the hope that it doesn't.
Ha 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 ha.
Right.
Almost.
And here we go for the. Yeah.
No. Hey, this could be another one of those full house situations. It's not. So you have 3 marks on the Dockwagon bracelet and his comlink by association.
All right, and that puts me at what? 2, 5, 11 OS right now.
11.
All right. And now I am going to do the thing. I'm going to format his device. Triumph Warfare plus Intuition. Hey, it's the same dice pool as my Hack on the Fly. I don't like that.
You sure?
Yeah, I really don't like that. I mean, I'm sure he's not that. No, he's a cop. He's very intuitive, I'm sure. But I still don't like that. So I'm going to edge that.
Oh, damn.
That I like.
Come on, dice. Oh.
Stop, criminal. And now for the piece de resistance. Restart device. Alright, and that is that a special control action or something? I'm trying to find out. Here he is, computer and logic.
Yep.
Which is probably pretty obvious. Yeah, that's... I'm good with that. Whew.
So Scintilla will be spinning her tale of whatever it is that she is. If you would have
special delivery, your friend got you a cat. Heard you've been feeling down and alone. Sign here. And if I could see some identification, please. And that amount, that's for my 2 hits.
Sure. Let me roll some. Oh, he is a cop. Okay.
Your cop is terrible.
This is bullshit, right? So he will kind of do that shrug of confusion. Behind him, you will see that it is a couple of balloons for Happy making it to almost retirement.
Oh, nice.
Is he like 2 days from retirement?
So the dates that you see are the 31st is his retirement. So he has a week for retirement.
I'm going to ask him about it. You retiring soon?
Yep. And he'll kind of be fishing in his pocket, most likely looking for the comlink.
Not a lot of people make it this far in that in this world. In this
economy. That's why they threw the party a week early, because everybody always ends up getting shot before retirement. You said a cat, and he'll kind of.
Yeah, retirees, they get lonely.
He will then pull out his comlink, which is in the process of freaking out.
I think I'm gonna start back in.
Slowly back away.
Have a nice day, chummer.
I think I only hit his his little Dockwagon bracelet, so it's not his comlink. Hopefully.
Yeah, I guess this is true. You did reboot the device on his Dockwagon bracelet, so I guess that would not really show up on his comlink. Oz, what do you think?
Yeah.
Either way, I've already given him the box.
His wrist might be freaking out.
His wrist is freaking out because it's slave to the comlink.
So it would probably, that happens to be the hand that he's holding the giant lizard box in.
Right.
Um, but he will like flash you his information on his comlink. It meets with your not existing
Yeah.
delivery order,
All right. Have a nice day.
and you will.
Wait a minute, sir. This name doesn't match my delivery order.
It does for the successes on it.
it the forgery was really good, so that one he did not actually get past. So you'll begin to head back to the elevator.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna DNI them and say that you should probably hit the kamikaze now.
beep.
And as you're walking back to the elevator, Bickle, you're heading into the Barrens, I believe?
Yeah, I assume there's no longer a helicopter following me.
Well, it wasn't necessarily following you, it was just driving into the direction that you were coming from.
Okay.
Um,
Can I make a perception test to see if there's anybody following me or anything out of the ordinary?
yeah, sure, throw some dice, we'll see what happens.
All right.
You don't
Bickle sees nothing.
see anybody following you.
All right.
You do notice there's a little bit of interesting things happening as you drive past various electronics on the road. The traffic lights will fritz out as you get closer to them, and then
Well, he's used to that.
this is a little bit more severe than previously, but you are coming up onto a checkpoint.
Onto a checkpoint, huh? Now, do I know of any using my prodigious knowledge of actually let me just make a roll. May I make a roll using
Yes.
my knowledge of taxi routes to pick a route, like maybe just make a discrete turn that I know will take me down a route that's not got a checkpoint on it?
It would have to be a really high number of successes to get a route that doesn't have a checkpoint on it, but we will see what happens.
I would like to pre-edge in that case then.
Sure. Let's see.
And let's see if Bickle can do something awesome. And if not, I'm down an edge. Nope. Oh, wait, but a pre-edge because of exploding, so I guess 2 successes? Shit.
Well, you can roll another dice for your
Exploding sixes.
yeah. There you go.
1 die.
So with one hit, this is the best way to go.
All right.
What's-
I 100% believe that. Can I glance back over my shoulder at the dude slumped over in my back seat?
Sure. What would you
Alright,
like to know about him?
Are his eyes open or anything else that would, like, obviously this man is dead and not just sleeping in the back of my car?
His eyes are frozen in a state of pure terror, as one would expect when your heart explodes in your chest.
Okay.
And you have those couple of precious seconds as you plead out internally.
I would like to get to a stoplight or be ahead of this, not just barrel into this lovely little checkpoint. Stop for a second, reach back, break the dock wagon wristband, just rip it off his, break it and pull it off his wrist. Bickle's got cyber arms, strengthened up the wazoo.
Yep.
I assume I can do this, boss.
Yeah, you are more than able to break a simple plastic Livestrong band.
All right, break that. Reach into the dude's. Just do a quick search of the dude. See if I can find his comm link. Can I locate that?
Yeah, it's in his pocket. Big surprise.
I'd like to break that as well.
As you take it out, you notice that it has a number of alerts that Dock Wagon is on the way.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to break that as well.
Okay.
And then I'd like to close his eyes.
Excellent. If you want to, do you have a disguise skill in there somewhere?
Let me look through my prodigious number of skills. Unfortunately for me, I do not. I do have first aid and sneaking. Could I somehow use
I would let you roll. I would let you roll first aid to try and hide the horrors that you have done to this man.
Like turn his head so the scorch marks on his neck aren't visible.
Yeah, without your med kit, obviously, because that's
Well, I can't bring him back to life.
true.
Slightly better than my attempt to find a better route.
So you're Logic 2,
Mm-hmm.
First Aid 1.
First aid 11.
Well, you have 1 rank in First Aid, right?
Yeah, 1 rank.
Okay, so 2 plus 1 is 3. The 9 dice there is including...
Oh, because minus the 6, because because I'm
Without
dumb
your
and Hero
med kit.
Lab adds in the med kit.
Yep.
3 die. 0 successes. Critical glitch.
Oh, God.
Pretty sure I probably just broke his neck.
Do you want to spend an hedge to downgrade your critical glitch to a normal glitch?
Yes.
Okay. Good news. You have not twisted his neck around in some horrible fashion that is clearly unhealthy. We'll just kind of put that one in the pocket for a moment.
Sure.
Uh,
I'm assuming I'm out of time now, and I should just drive ahead to the. I am gonna, now that the stuff's broken, turn off my area jammer.
sure. If you want to roll perception as you do this.
Sure. Visual or regular perception?
Visual, unless you're trying to taste the man.
That's what I'm trying to taste, man. Yay for being terrible.
No, that's
Tasting
fine.
the rainbow.
So with 2 hits, you will notice that there is a couple of more helicopters in the air. Seems you see 2 at the moment. One is flying in your direction generally,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not specifically to you, but his comlink was a really nice comlink.
Oh, so he could beat the. That'd be too bad. Anyway, if I'm screwed, I'm screwed. So let's just go to the
Going up to the
Lovely,
checkpoint.
go. I ain't got too many options.
You could
this
throw
is
him
still
out here.
This is still a nice part of town, right?
You are getting into the lower income areas as you are getting closer to the Barrens, but it's nicer than the Barrens.
Are there people around? I mean, if there's nobody around, I'm not adverse to throwing him out here and now. But
You got 2 hits on your
within
perception
sight of
test.
a checkpoint, and there's people everywhere.
You don't really see people out and about, given as it is kind of cold and late at night. However, the dragon is always watching.
All right.
The Ares dragon. as a
So
matter
we
of fact.
come to a point where I do not know where fate will take me, and I feel like leaving it up to Twitch. Twitch, what do you think? Should Bickle throw him out now, or should Bickle try and get through the checkpoint?
So Stamp, while Bickle is arguing with the voices quite literally in his head.
Oh,
What you up to, buddy?
Personally, I am questioning my decisions that led me to this run.
What? You've got 1 guy down? There's a good chance the second guy is about to go down, and it's barely been a couple of hours. You got 8 more to go. This is great. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to head to a parking garage or something to get out of this weather. If I can be, if I can get close to Ricardo's area with the port property and kind of take a look-see general stuff here and about. I'm going to wait till later in the evening before I murder the poor Stuffer Shack employee.
Oh, she just got on her shift, too.
I'm going to wait till the end of the shift, so at least she's going to be tired and distracted.
Wow.
So yeah, if you just want to roll, I guess, a perception test to get an idea on, to get on through there.
5 successes on my thingy.
So it is a MCT area. I imagine you're not getting super close, as MCT has a bit of a reputation for not giving a fuck.
MCT also likely has a personal grudge against Stamp, so yeah, I'm not getting very close at all.
Okay. The area that Ricardo lives is very much nice corp area. He appears to be at least slightly important to them. You know that he is a Matrix security specialist. He might work as a spider for some of their facilities. He may be part of the team that sets that kind of stuff up. He may be, the Matrix. It's just the Matrix. How it works is still slightly a mystery to Stamp.
This is true. All right.
What kind of stuff were you looking for, knowing that he lives in a nice area?
At 5 successes, would I be able to see the static defenses that may or may not be hidden
Around around where he lives, or around where he works?
Let's go with around where he lives.
Okay. So around where he lives, it is a closed gated community. Knowing MCT, there is probably a garage there that has some form of drone type response in it that they could, maybe a roto drone or two, maybe a Lynx. Not exactly out of the question. There are 2 guards that are posted. There is I'll call it a patrol vehicle, but it is like an on-site vehicle. Looks like a Americar, but whatever MCT's branded version of an Americar is, that is parked on the inside of the gate, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
The gate's a nice 12 meters tall, so this way we don't get any stinking trolls looking inside. At 5 successes, you notice that there are cameras pointed both inside and out most of the way around. Without getting a bit closer, you're not really able to notice any breaks in the camera coverage, but you got a Decker, so that's not that
Right.
big of a deal.
Okay, then the next questions I will have to ask, I'll ask a DNI, if we have a plan of the apartment complex and whether or not Ricardo has a outward-facing window.
You'll notice that none of the buildings, they're kind of set back, and they don't really have outward-facing windows on any of these buildings because MCT is MCT.
Okay, well, this is going to be a wash then. I think Stamp is going to...
You do know that there is distance between where he lives and where he works.
Right. So it will be tagging his car and hitting him in transit. All right. I think Stamp is going to start heading up towards the Federated Boeing guy, and he is really, really considering getting an Americar tonight because it sucks out here.
It's fucking cold and wet, and I can only imagine what wet work smells like.
Yeah. Wet dog.
But worse.
But worse.
Okay, GM, or I think I got Twitch's vote.
I see they're recommending you to do certain things, which would be very interesting.
Well, there's 1 vote for ditch the body, which is one of the options I offered. There are 2 votes for just barreling through the checkpoint, which I'm tempted, but I also would have to burn an edge no matter what, and I can still barrel through the checkpoint if, when I kick this man out the side of my car, something horrible happens. Anyway,
we'll see
kicking
what
the man out
happens.
the side of my car.
All right, so you vomit for the body from the backseat of your car. Nothing could go horribly wrong with that plan. Scintilla, as you are getting into the elevator and going downstairs, do you want to make a perception test?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Visual.
You may do it in whatever flavor you like.
Three successes.
So you will hear, obviously, the door close, and he's a big stompy troll, so you'll hear his feet moving around in the building for a little bit as the door gives the satisfying bing of it closing on you.
Mm-hmm.
You won't really hear anything from his specific apartment, but you know that the commie has been tripped. As I look through anybody's qualities real quick, does anybody have common sense off the top of their head?
If we had common sense, we would not.
We wouldn't be murdering a man with a lizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
No common sense.
Excellent. This is gonna be great. So you will come down the elevator um, into the lobby. The guard who was there is gonna kind of wave you over for a moment.
Okay.
You gonna go talk to him, or you gonna?
Is he sitting at his desk or is he standing?
He is in the he was sitting at his desk, but is making the motions to stand up now.
Okay. Is the oh god. So, at this point, I assume Bodo is left. Is the door like still? I have no clue if the door will still open for me. Do I? If I just make a break for it?
From my experience with places like this, the door will open just fine from the inside. It's getting back in is the hard part. I don't know if they changed that for this place, but normally that's how it works.
I'm going to. I'll just stay where I am and ask him. What can I do for you?
Oh man. Okay. I was kind of hoping you would just run for it, ruin all my fun. So, he was gonna. He was like, I noticed there wasn't a courier license on your SIN.
Oh, well, sorry, I'm new. I haven't quite gotten mine approved quite yet. So I'll make a con check.
Before I leave, I'd like to do one last thing. I would like to date us, and restart. Before I leave and restart my deck, and
Yeah.
drive off here with my deck and not get caught whatsoever in this furball about to start happening. After I activate the commune pump, I data spike it, so there's nothing for them to ever realize that they can be traced back to anyone. I burn that thing up.
So you're just gonna data spike the chip you had set on there to set it off remotely.
Yes, after it's been dispensed.
Okay. And then you're rebooting, or are you staying in the system?
I'm rebooting and getting the hell out of there after that one.
Okay. So you will drive off into the night. Things will
Casual, of course.
things will be sort of happening.
So I failed.
Well, you just didn't get a success.
Fair.
So that's it's dependent upon how you want to take it. So he's like, all right, all right, look, I'm gonna need you to fill out a little bit of paperwork because, I'll need something to send to your people so that we can get this whole thing cleared up. Just give me a second, and he'll go over to his computer, and if you don't do anything, he will send you a AR file to be filled out.
Can I just go to the door? Is it open when I try
Well,
it?
the door is closed because
Oh.
it's cold as shit outside. You do not know if it is locked because you have not tried it yet, but you are more than welcome to
Damn it.
make. No, you can try to make a break for it. If you want to roll me perception, you are more than welcome to do that. Or really anything else you wish to roll.
3 successes. I want to scope out, see if it's locked or not, if I can tell.
So you don't see any emergency lockdown type things on it. There are no restraining bars or anything associated with on it. Is there anything else you want to know about the situation?
Well, I think I'm just gonna make a break for it because I don't want to do paperwork.
Sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's go.
I will just need the question of how are you trying to get through the door? Are you just going to push on it, or are you doing something a little bit more dramatic?
I was planning on pushing on it.
All right.
Potato it open.
I just wanted to make sure because sometimes people are like, I'm just going to shoulder tackle through the glass and make her run for it.
If anything, she's gonna tackle it, she'd use her foot first.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure that you were just coming up to it and trying the human being.
Yeah, I'm just gonna casually try and open the door.
All right, so you're actually running over, or are you casually
I'll
walking?
I'll run.
All right. So in running over to the door, he will look up like, you will kind of do that, moving a little bit faster than I could into the push bar on the side of it, and you will hear the satisfying click of it of the bolt withdrawing and pushing open, and the door
Okay.
will begin to open into the cold, blistering night of Seattle.
I'll tell him to have a nice day, and then I'll leave.
And you will.
I'm gonna. Is he chasing after me?
Are you looking back over your shoulder?
No, there's probably steps or something. That wouldn't be smart. I'll just go and get on my bike.
All right, and you're just gonna drive off into the night,
Yeah,
and
my sandwich.
interesting things will happen in that apartment complex for the remainder of the evening.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that.
I well, there's things, and they will eventually come up.
Too bad we don't have a rigger. We could do that.
Bickle, you have shoved this corpse out into the.
Into the snow.
So I actually have a buddy of mine who lives in Seattle. Apparently, it doesn't snow all that often there, which I find crazy. But
Yeah, well,
he's definitely face down in a puddle.
Seattle is technically in a rainforest area.
Okay, so face down in the puddle.
You are.
After I shove a man out of my car, bursts a man into the world. May I make a perception check to see who's looking at me?
Go ahead. You don't see any people looking at you. You may see that there are some cameras in the area, but that's normal for Seattle.
So man, face first in puddle. I'd like to drive away, make the first turn I can away from the checkpoint, and trigger my lovely, beautiful spoof chip to change from a Johnny taxi into a sewage department registered vehicle, and trigger my morphing license plate to turn into a different license plate.
Wow, this guy.
Does this come with free Transformer noises?
I hope so.
No. I wish to God it did. I wish I could afford the chameleon clothing. I would have loved that, but that's my next purchase. But anyway,
Oh man. So
triggering that shit, and
how do you feel about the situation? You feel this might be a little you gonna try and drive casual, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna drive casual until until I have a reason to drive otherwise.
Oh, what is your pilot groundcraft here? Can you roll your pilot groundcraft real quick, just
I
to
certainly can.
as Skype shits the bed.
Did we lose connection?
Yes. It seems as though everybody is back now. It was great because Skype quit out on me and then was like, "Hey, would you like to upgrade?" No, I would not like to upgrade.
So yeah, 5 successes.
You are able to drive very casually, sir. I have a feeling this is not the first time you have hurled a man bodily from the back of your
Yeah,
taxi.
you'd be absolutely right. This wouldn't be the first time that Bickle has thrown a body out of his cab. And
Yeah.
and this is why Bickle, and for guys in the Twitch chat, why Bickle isn't freaking out. Bickle, being a crazy person, is A, crazy. B, he's also not dumb, and he knows that Doc Wagon's primary, like their whole thing is get to their client, save their client. They don't really care so much about pursuing the person who murdered their client. That's for the that's for the high threat response team that follows after them. Or, dropping
That's
in and
true.
killing everybody that's currently killing their client.
Yep. So that'll
Hopefully work in my favor.
there will be things that happen throughout the course of the night as the night goes on. Um, Stamp, you want to throw me another one of those perception checks while you're over at Federated Boeing? So with 5 hits, the Federating Boeing that you have rolled up on, were you going for the housing or the place of business?
Do the housing, because I'm figuring everybody's at the housing right now, and then I'll circle around to the place of business later.
So this is a very nice house in the middle of a bunch of other very nice houses. There are 2 cars, white picket fence. You can even see that there's a dog house out in the front yard of most of these things. It is idealized corporate America. The people that live here make a lot of money.
Okay.
There are more discreet cameras hidden in the area that you can totally see with your 5 successes. They don't feel the need to be nearly as overt as MCT is. MCT probably sees it as more of a selling point of, look how protected you guys are with our being awesome.
Right.
What else would you like to know about the general area?
What is the security rating of this area?
That will require me finding. I want to say it's at least a double A.
Probably a double A. Okay. How far is it from the place of business?
Give me 1 second. Let me look up Federated Boeing on the wiki.
Federated Boeing's a double A.
Yeah. Sorry, I was checking some settings. It's only about a 20-minute drive. Um, Mostly around other large things in the area. There is a, Federated Boeing maintains little park that's in the area. Bring your kids here. Nice family bullshit. There's a couple of other of these large, similarly built housing things going on. Um, and Federated Boeing is a huge place, so even just driving across it itself is going to take you a fair bit of time.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. So I could kick the door in and just bloodily murder this person, or I can just wait till he gets in his car and then pull up alongside him and bloodily murder him.
That'll
I'd rather
require a morning time.
Pull alongside and brutally murder.
Yeah, so do I. So that should be all I need. Stamp is going to write off. I think at this point, um, I'm going to try and find a place where I can just kind of chill out for a while until the end of what's her name's Tamara Tardif's shift, and then I'll just shank this sludge when she's walking out the back door to go home.
Sure. Does anybody else have anything they want to do before we wind the clock to shanking a bitch and the next morning?
Yes, I do.
But I want to head to a stuffer shack, get some gum, and I want to take the fake sin I used at the place,
Uh-huh.
and I want to take gum and I want to stick it underneath like a table or a rack or something.
Well, a fake SIN is a digital item,
Okay.
not necessarily a driver's license type thing.
You just gotta ditch the comm link it was on.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just like stick the comm link it was on in like a rack or something.
That is an idea, yes. Okay, so you will ditch your. Uh-oh.
Well, he scanned it when I went in.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna put it like at the back of a rack so it wouldn't be immediately obvious that it's there.
Sure, and then you will.
So maybe if it wasn't actually burned, I can come back and pick it up. But prepared to not need this anymore.
Sure. Anybody else have anything before we wind the clock?
Yes.
Okay.
Pickle does have something.
Oh no.
Now that I've swapped my my license plate, my broadcasting tags, all that jazz. I would like to see if the helicopters that were floating in my general direction are continuing to float in the general direction of my cab.
So you will see the one, which at nighttime it's really hard to tell, but the one will not go back in your direction. The second one will fly over towards the checkpoint that you were near, and you will see it then begin to descend, but um, you kind of lose it as it goes behind some of the buildings and stuff.
All right, cool. Um, Number two that I would like to do, because I have been driving around for a while now, I would like to, after I get, a couple of blocks away from where I swapped my tag and my license plate,
hmm
I would like to switch on briefly my beautiful area jammer again, hopefully taking my cab off whatever grid is being monitored. I would like to put my comlink in silent running mode, drive for maybe another couple of blocks, swap my morphing license plate over to another set of lovely license plates, swap my tag over to what was my other one?
How many spoof chips do you have?
I have the tag. I have the basic tag on my car.
Uh-huh.
I have another alternate tag, and then I have the garbage or the sewage
Okay.
place. So I'm
Just
gonna
making sure
switch
that you
to my
had
alternate cab.
had enough for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my alternate cab then, with the alternate license plate. And after I do that, I'm going to switch off my jammer, and hopefully it will look like car disappeared at one point. Several blocks later, another taxi, completely unrelated to the ones that might have been followed, appears just being a taxi.
Alrighty. Um,
And then I'd like to, after hopefully a little while on my MetaLink contact stamp, say, so janitor's dead. What's the plan, boss?
and on that bombshell, let's go ahead and take another little break as I try to wrap my brain around what's going on here.
Listen, Bickle is a paranoid son of a bitch. Okay.
Hey, it's better than burning your only sin and not having another one.
Yeah.
One lifestyle.
Well,
So Twitch, how do you think so far? Are you enjoying this game? There are 9 of you now. Started out with like 3.
oh man. All right, I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button, but I'll hit the start streaming button again so you can interact with them. I just want to
Yeah.
have a like an hour long thing I can upload to YouTube.